EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Valdez-Scantling in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think that's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
What now?
Now Carr. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And Kamara's going to have a Saints first down as he'll get this up to the 32.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
To throw is Carr. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And Kamara's going to have a Saints first down as he's up past the 45-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
In motion, the tight end. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. To throw, it's Carr. Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! Chris Olave, 26 yards. And the Saints are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter. And they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
The point after, good by Groupie. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15.
In that bag right there. Slow.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Taken down by Pete Werner. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
DC, right? Alrighty.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They go play action with Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here 1st and 10.
What now?
Carr. He lets it go deep for Olave. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and a yard. Again, it's Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 3rd and 3. Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson options out left, and holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
To throw is Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. In motion, Aguilar. They'll give Henry another shot. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Henry. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The big back Derrick Henry held out of the end zone. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. He lets it go deep for Olave. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Trying the left side with Kamara. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Play action. It's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the field, but they say it's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
13.
Throwing is Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he's going to be brought down right there, so nothing after the catch as he's dropped at the 42. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Henry up the middle. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Brought down by Willie Gay. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw.
Nice video.
Here's a diving catch right side. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. Paulson Adebo up to make the stop.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over at their 41.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Here's Carr to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Carr. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Carr again. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A give to Kamara running right. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Carr now to throw. Well, look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Yo.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
In motion goes the tight end. Here's Jackson. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
13.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Yo.
Play action. Now Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get...
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game. Scoring has really been at a premium, and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. And now it's Valdez-Scantling on the end around. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away, trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Ravens, they'll take over. This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Jackson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. That is intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Jackson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Just liked and shared your video. Will you get Seattle for us next game?
One last shot for Jackson. Connecting with Andrews. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been.
My guy. Seahawks.
You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby.
Big dog, you got us.
And they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And here we go from New Orleans. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Carr starting with a throw. Headed out right. Right off the rip, he's throwing deep. He's got it inside the 25. He's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a 6-0 lead right away. Chris Olave with the touchdown. One snap in, and this offense as efficient as they could be, partner, and looking very dangerous to begin this ball game too.
Yeah, you know, it's one thing for coaches to tell us in our production meetings they want to be a quick strike offense, got to be explosive. But they put that talk into action. One play from scrimmage, one touchdown, and one massive statement sent across the field.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Another shot at this extra point here. Extra distance, no problem for him as his kick is good. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
He was looking for Mark Andrews. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. Lamar out of the pistol. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at 4th down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Now, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3-and-out.
The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Look at this. The wideout gets it to start this drive. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Working quickly here. They go play action with Carr. He gets it to Juwan Johnson. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Carr off the play fake. And a man is there to knock that away. That one vehemently swatted away. And it's going to be second down.
It's now second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Receiver gets it on the handoff. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play. No gain on the play, and they still... Now on third down.
You know, that's one of those plays when you call it, you expect to get decent yards every time. Seeing it stopped at the line, man, that's deflating offensively.
This is Alvin Kamara with it. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Offense in the hurry up here. Fourth down, here's Carr. He finds him beyond the marker. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. A dose of the hurry up offense here. Kamara now on 1st and 10. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. They just get the play off. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens come through with a big play to close out our opening quarter. It's a big momentum swing on the final play of our opening quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They've got the length of the field to go on this drive. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Brought down by Paulson Adebo. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Another run for Henry. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. The Ravens with the football. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Changing it up here, Jackson. He's got Andrews. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Out of the gun, Henry. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Connecting on the slant. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down, here's Lamar. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. That's DeMario Davis. And the Saints get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought the defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
He's throwing deep. That's caught at the 25. There it is. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints will add to their lead at the end of the half. Chris Olave with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Groupie to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints double their lead to 14. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they'll get him back to 11.
You know, Kate, there was a time when you and I were growing up watching football where a 50-yard kick was impressive. But these kickers of today, they just keep pushing that boundary and showing off incredible leg strength.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Returning it from the 4. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. Running once more with Henry. Broke through the tackle. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. The rookie out of Alabama there on the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and just 2 to go. Play action. Here's Jackson. He's on the move. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You need to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
Slot man motioned over. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Can I have a moment, Kate? Just a moment to marvel at how well they reacted to that play on defense. They were all over it from the start, getting behind the line to blow up the play. Then how many times do we see his highlight reel touchdowns going the other way?
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Lamar now from the gun. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. From the gun, a run for Henry. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. This throw is caught. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. Now the Ravens offense staying put. Look at this. They're going for 2. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails.
Be a little armchair quarterback after that call. I think the defense knew exactly what was coming.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Has this at the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Carr. Olave with the catch. Into the red zone. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints push their lead further to start the half. Chris Olave with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. They're out and set. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Finds a seam down the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Here's Lamar. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Lamar back to throw. Into traffic, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Jackson yet again. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Colson and Devo's got it. And the Saints are stopped on the return just shy of their own 35.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain. Offense up to the line fast.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8. Buying some time right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. Offense to the line for 2nd down. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's going to get up to about the 33, but no more. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Saints holding a 12-point lead. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Carr here from the gun. Escapes the pocket. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Pistol snap to Jackson. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Lamar out of the pistol. A bit of desperation on this thing. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Colson Adebo's got it. And the Saints get it back up close to their 40 as he's finally tracked down after that return.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Look, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Hurry up offense now as time runs down.
A loss of 5 brings up 2nd and 15 at the 31-yard line.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Rolling left, buying some time. He's on the move. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. But I believe the Saints got this one back. Yep, someone laid it on top of that one. The Saints calling for a timeout, their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Getting out to his left. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. Buys time, rolling right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Carr. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He sends this one to the end zone. And this is into the end zone, but incomplete. It was a win no matter what. They decided, hey, let's try for another touchdown, the knee it out. Either way, this one's over. So fans starting to stream from the Superdome to the French Quarter as it's a win for the Saints. They did their part, Brock, defending the home field, using that advantage to secure the victory. We know home field advantage is a real thing. And the crowd, they did their part too, adding to just an awesome atmosphere, helping energize those players at big moments of today's ballgame.
Yeah, it is super fun to win on the road. I'm not